Global Marketing Strategy, Mark 7018, Global Promotion and Advertising Strategies, Marcoms, Lecture 8, Part 1. Global Marketing Communications. Marcoms present and exchange information about products, services with various global stakeholders, both individuals and organizations, to achieve specific results. Online and offline international marcoms are challenging due to different global market conditions, media availability, language, cultural sensitivities, advertising regulation, and adequate resources. External, internal, and interactive relationship, global marketing all come into consideration. The role of marketing communications. This diagram illustrates the flow of communications, information, and two-way conversations that take place between the firm, staff, and customer groups. Internal marketing includes how well communicated to the staff around the world are the missions, values, objectives, priorities, and procedures. External marketing includes how appropriate is the range of services, promotional effort, and distribution channels to the different consumers groups around the world. Interactive marketing includes how effectively and appropriately do staff around the world deal with each of the customer or stakeholder groups. The role of marketing communications. Internal marketing, the process of building awareness of strategies, tactics, priorities, and procedures amongst employees to achieve the firm's mission and objectives. Interactive marketing, two-way process whereby employees around the world interact and each customer or stakeholder group. External marketing, the communication of the features and benefits of a product or service to existing and potential customers in different countries around the world. Global external marketing dimensions. This diagram illustrates that using traditional and internet marketing communications to build relationships, included communication with existing and potential customers regularly and systematically to build close relationships, supported by database management, e-business, and supply chain development. Communicating the product-service differentiation includes communication of distinctive brand image, the unique positioning of the product, and the reasons to buy, supported by advertising, personal selling, and sales promotion. Communicating the corporate identity includes communication to all stakeholders of a clear and distinctive corporate identity for the firm, supported by sponsorship and public relations. Global external marketing. Communicating product and service differentiation. International marketing communications increasingly used to provide the firm with an important source of differentiation. For example, providing a distinctive brand image, unique product positioning. Communicating corporate identity. It has become increasingly important for firms to communicate their core values and standards to the internal and external audience. Important to portray a strong and consistent corporate identity. The fundamental challenges for international marketing communications continued. This flowchart diagram illustrates a model of communication between the sender and the receiver through bespoke channels. This direct communication is to avoid noise and to encode clear messages for decoding. This is also to prevent competitors, intermediaries, and governments from intercepting information. Challenges for international marketing communications. Inconsistency of messages conveyed to customers. Different styles of presentation of corporate identity, brand, and product image. Lack of coordination of messages, for example, press releases, advertising campaigns. Differences in fields of perception of sender and receiver. Challenges outside the firm's control. Sometimes communication failure lies outside the control of the firm. Counterfeiting, lost revenue, brand image damage, parallel importing, communicates contradictory messages, customer confusion, undercutting of prices, customers feel ripped off, competitors, governments, or pressure groups attack standards and values of the firm by alleging fairly or unfairly bad business practice. International marketing communications, standardization and adaptation. May seem appropriate to adopt a strict policy of standardization in implementing communication plans. However, Cultural sensitivity and empathy with international customers means it is necessary to adapt the international communications to local markets' needs. Towards standardization, first, for the sake of efficiency and consistent messaging of the brand, consider standardization. Standardization is possible when visual messages from the main content of the advertisement. World-famous film stars, celebrities, sports personalities are featured. Music is an important part of the communication. Well-known symbols are featured. For example, the Grand Canyon can promote American outdoor values. Towards standardization, advertisements do not travel well. When spoken and written language forms an important part of the communication, they get lost in translation. If humor is used, if personalities are well known in one country but not in others, if campaigns are built on knowledge of previous advertising. Towards adaptation. Advertising is most effective when it's of particular relevance to target audience, sensitive to cultural differences. The names of brands have different meaning and different associations in different countries. Particular care with portrayed role of women in adverts. Unilever set up Innovation Center in Asia to bring together research, production, and marketing staff to speed up development of international brands with local appeal. We return to standardization versus adaptation when we look at advertising later on in this lecture.